10 Great Sources for Creating Content. I am often asked how I create content for over 17 blogs I manage. In other words, they would like to know how I manage not to run out of content for my blogs. Valid question, no doubt. In today's information age, great content means providing value to your audience, and providing value to your audience means money into your account. So, creating great content is essential for any online marketer. Here I share with you 10 great sources you can tap into so you never run out of content, ever. 1. Your bookshelf. Your bookshelf is the closest source to you for the topics you have read about, you know about, and done research about. Go back to the books you have read and the highlights you have made in them. There you have a good collection of subjects you are interested in and sometimes passionate about. Point 2. Coaching calls. During a coaching call, whether to your coach or calls from your students, make detailed notes about the topic discussed. Later on, write about the discussion, as there is a good chance that by elaborating your notes you can come up with excellent piece of content and address same questions from a larger audience. Point 3. Events and webinars. Events and webinars are great sources of information. Reason for us attending them. Use your notes in events and webinars you have attended. Don't underestimate the value of the notes you have made some years ago in an event. They are usually highly valued content to your audience. Point 4. Podcasts. Listen to podcasts related to your niche and make notes of topics discussed. This is one of my regularly used sources for creating content, since interviews conducted in these podcasts contain valuable content and information about the industries and niches I write about. Point 5. Articles. On daily basis, we read articles related to our interest and expertise. These articles are rich sources of content when you learn, organize, and communicate the learnings out of them to your own audience in more digestible fashion. Point 6. Library/bookstores. We have the tendency to ignore the good old local library full with great books and magazines. Despite the viral spread of information in digital format, these local libraries still remain the greatest sources of organized information on any topic. Point 7. Grocery store lines. The magazine counter in your local grocery store is filled with highest grossing magazines in the nation. They present topics highly relevant to a wide range of audience. Check out the headlines, understand the message, and use the message for your next blog post. This is an endless supply of content, since these magazines are renewed on weekly basis with new topics and fresh content. Point 8. Amazon's best sellers. Another never-ending idea strategy is Amazon's best sellers books. Look for what problems these books are trying to solve in each industry and niche. Since these are the best sellers, the problems they are addressing must be a common concern to a large audience, thus these problems make for great topics to write about. Point 9. Quotes by famous people. We often read quotes from famous people messaging wealth of knowledge and inspiration. Use these quotes and discuss the message, expand the implications, and underline the value in them. Point 10. Forums. Topics discussed in forums related to your niche and industry make for great content for your audience. Join these forums and go through topics discussed. Find out what topics are specifically popular or common concerns. Use those topics for your next blog post, YouTube broadcast, or podcast.